going to turn into some
Is
kind of
8
precious
and
stones. Just
9, 1.
I drink 5 glasses a day.
You're supposed to drink 2.
No,
We're supposed to drink none.
my body says now you shouldn't even drink water because your bloodstream's probably.
Right, for the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Any person present who wishes to address the board to raise any question about public school district matters or governing policies may do so under public participation. No discussion of personnel or individual students is permitted at this time. A limit of 3 minutes is placed on each speaker. Persons who want more time may make arrangements to be placed on future agenda. The public is also reminded that they may provide input on all motions being considered on the board at this meeting. Additionally, anyone wishing to make public comment virtually may submit the following virtual public comment form. All received messages that comply with the following criteria will be read at the meeting. No discussion of personal or individual students permitted, including your full name, address, and message. A limit of 500 words placed on each person. This is the link you may use to provide input on action agenda items prior to the board voting. There's no public comment, no correspondence. Okay, we're gonna go back into it. We're gonna review letters of interest for the open board position. Select name of applicant to be appointed to a 1-year term on the board. And
Believe both applicants.
how do you spell it? Say your last name, Cody?
Galvin.
Calavig. Okay. Christy Hartley, right there. Okay. We'll start with, does anybody have any questions for Cody?
Do you have a list of questions?
I don't have a list of official questions, no.
Okay. Tell us about yourself. Is that where we started?
Yeah,
Okay.
that'd be great.
That'd be awesome.
Well, so you know my name. I've been in Lockwood, 16 years now. I guess I got a kid that's turning 16 in school, so. Went up the street and started an automotive shop 6 years ago. I've been working 10 years virtually of this, so. Born and raised in Billings, moved out here after school, got the biotech for school, came back up here and no longer. I've been here ever since. Don't like golf, like hiking. Don't know a whole lot about the smoke work, but see you guys had some trouble filling spots last year, it looked like. Yeah, no, not there.
Thank you. Have you ever been to a meeting before?
I have not. Honestly, up until last year, I wasn't sure you guys existed.
Happens quite a bit.
Yeah,
What drew your interest in wanting to run for school?
just like to get more involved, I guess. Think back. It's my kids growing up. Get more involved in, I guess, the community. Hopefully run for, try to run for office somewhere. I think everyone like this is probably a good starting point to see. You.
Where do you see yourself in a government position?
Well, ideally, I mean, obviously all our dreams are out still different over the years. I think I want to be an astronaut like the last probably 8 or 9 years. I've always wanted to be president. I don't know if I had that same thought on that, but I would probably lean, more trying to go my, maybe county commission, try to go to the Senate position. To be president in my lifetime, but
Just state politics.
You know?
yeah, what's that?
Just state politics.
Just state politics?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know, it just seems like something that I don't see a lot of people involved in. I feel like if a lot more people were involved in, it could be a little different, so.
We else have any other questions? For Cody?
I guess, what would be a long-term vision for you for the school district? As if you were elected as a school board member?
You know, I don't know, I gave that much thought, just I was supposed to, I guess, 4 or 5 days ago. Long term, as far as where I want to see the school go, well, obviously, I think we'd like to always see more classrooms. Like to see a little step back from technology. You know, my kid has had problems with his phone at school and from this way, class and stuff like that. I kind of think it's see more one-on-one stuff like that, I guess. It's a purple body.
Okay.
I'm also not 100% sure where this was tracking, so, you know, like I said, I see what my kid obviously come home and I see what he does. Just, it seems like they're relying a little bit too much on technology nowadays. Let's see if we can step back from that, I guess.
Any other questions for Cody?
Can I? run this?
Yeah.
What do you think the role of the school board? I know you said this is your first time. What do you think that the role of a school board member is?
Well, I think from what I can understand, set policies. And a lot of the outside stuff, I think.
What's your time commitment look like? I mean, like, what do you think this time commitment and what's your view?
Well, I mean, obviously this is just a year, so I can't imagine that I would have too much effect on. I did. Feel like this is more of probably you have to have 2 or 3 or 4 years. And see if I'm a fit, if I'm, you know, if I'm liked, if my girls are going over the rest. As far as my availability, you know, being a shopper, you like to golf a lot. That's pretty much what I do.
Any other questions? Okay, we're gonna go to Christy. Want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Great Falls almost 11 years ago. I was a month away from having a baby, and so we hadn't got a house here yet, so I told him just to buy something, and he bought something in Lockwood, so we ended up, the only criteria was that all the bedrooms needed to be on 1 floor, and we have a nice backyard, and this is where we ended up, so, but ended up being pleasantly surprised. We started hearing a lot of things about schools from the community, and have enjoyed watching it grow over the years. We were really involved in helping pound on doors to drum up support in high school. We were really excited when that came. And so I guess over the years, we've been involved in various volunteer activities. My husband helped coach football. I was on a TA back when my oldest one was in kindergarten, and met Lacey that way. And we've just always been big champions of Lockwood School. We, you know, have certainly seen things happen that we questioned, we've seen things that we're excited about, but we've always been supportive of the school and wanting to see it kind of be the best that it can be. I think Lockwood is a unique opportunity to for greatness because they're a small community, but they do big things and they have a great supportive community. So, you know, I have 2 kids. One's going to be a freshman in high school, and then Wyatt in 5th grade. I work part-time during the day, and then the rest of the time I just spend shopping my kids around to their activities. But yeah, really, we're grateful that we landed here. Yeah, I've always been interested in just seeing the school succeed. And really, even in our friends that go to District 2, they always have positive things to say about Lockwood. So we're just happy to be a part of that.
Thank you. Well, I'm gonna ask you the same question I asked Cody. Have you ever attended a Lockport School Board meeting? I know you have. I remember you not agreeing with me. You were slated to run before, but then you removed yourself from the race. Can you tell us your reasoning behind that a little bit?
It was just when it kind of became evident that we were gonna get kind of involved in an election. I wasn't arrogant enough to think that I could like defeat somebody, but I was afraid that I'd be a meeny, miny, mo default vote and I'd pick someone out. But I really like the direction the board's going right now. I didn't want to disrupt what I thought was a good set of board members. And so I did just take a step back. I thought there would be another time to run that might be better. I might, work better for the future of the school.
So it had nothing to do with you losing interest.
No,
Okay.
no, it is certainly something that's out of my comfort zone. I am at heart an introvert. But I'm very passionate about my kids and their education. And so I do step outside of that to participate in that. And we love Lockwood School. So it's something that I think is important to be a part of and I think the 1 year thing is a good thing to kind of test the ground, test the waters and what works. So no, certainly still just passionate about the school, still want the school to succeed. There's still that interest there.
Thank you. Stacy, what were the questions of Cody?
So. And then his interest in running for.
Do you have interest for? Jamie, what about your
Yeah.
questions?
I guess that's the same question as him. What is your long-term vision for Lockwood School District?
Well, like I said earlier, I having a big opportunity to just demonstrate greatness. I think there are good things going on here. And we're growing and we're changing, and this is a great opportunity, a great time to be involved in that, because you can lead and develop so many of those things. And I feel like our community is so supportive of the school. I mean, again, not the community doesn't love everything the school does. The school doesn't love everything the community does. But I think at the base of it, they're just overwhelmingly supportive of the school. So I think you should take advantage of that and be able to just move the school forward to just. And those people be like, you graduated from Lockwood High School, they're a great school. That's what we want.
You have a question, Jackie?
I didn't, but I would love to hear Lacey's questions.
Is your
I forgot.
Well, time commitment.
Oh, yeah,
and
commitment.
what you see as school board member.
Responsibility, yeah, like. Influence slash, what do you think?
Well, I agree that, obviously you guys are, all these procedures and you're addressing school concerns and school, ideas. And then you guys hosted that career fair, when you're involved in helping get the community involved in the school. There's other little offshoots, advisory committee and the community engagement committee, that you guys are involved in. And so I think one thing is helping build that bridge between community and school. Then I know which will be a learning curve. There's obviously statutes and guidelines you guys have to follow, and you're responsible for following those, whether it's dealing with student issues or curriculum or how the school is run. I think it's all just time commitment. Yeah, that, I do work part-time in the day, and then in the evenings, football and martial arts and activities like that. So it'll just be something, I know there's meetings once a month, and then sometimes there's other things that come up. So it's just going to be addressing that, with my husband, so he can make sure and cover those things that need to be covered. So, just maybe making a little bit of adjustment.
Anybody else have any other questions? Do you have any other follow-up, Cody, that you'd like us to know? I'll let you talk first. I'll let you talk last too. Okay. I would entertain a motion.
I would like to make a motion that we add Christy to the board My reasoning is she's a familiar face around here in board meetings and has been on 2 separate committees that I've also crossed over into. And so I think that Christy would be more likely to kind of hit the ground running and have, that's the advantage to me.
Okay. I got a motion to accept Christy Hartley as to the 1-year open board position. Do I have a second?
I'll say.
Second for Jamie. Discussion from the board. Discussion from the public. All those in favor of accepting Christy Hartley to a 1-year term on the board, say aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Hearing none, motion passes. I would like to thank Cody for putting in his application to the board. And we do have elections coming up if you want to run again in the future.
Cody, I'll reach out to you. I have some other things that you can take part in that are monthly meetings and stuff that I think might be kind of answer some of the things we're asking about where your point of view can be put in. And it guides, it's a parent advisory group, but it kind of guides. Everything we do is reviewed through that group and we get input from there. So I think that you would be a good voice for that too, especially your local and your business and stuff. You have a good insight. It's just one of those things. It's one of those things. And I have to ask, are you related to Mike Calladay?
Yeah.
I thought so.
My father.
Is it? I grew up with it. So,
Okay.
yeah,
You must be probably there.
come from Belfry. We all ran around. Yeah.
Yeah, I would encourage you to go to come to our meetings,
Yeah.
check out our budget committee meetings. Everything's open to the public now. Kind of coming that way too.
Yep.
Now we have to have a motion to adjourn.
Oh, I will tell you.
Okay, move to adjourn from Shane,
I'll second.
second from Jamie. Discussion from board, discussion from public. All those in favor of adjournment, say aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Hearing none, motion passes. Thank you all. I'm gonna send out an email. We do have set up on the 13th for the art walk too.
Yes.
Christie, at the next board